Okay, welcome to Inside the Ant Farm, but we got a special guest because Mikey couldn't be here today. Our little brother Tim.
It's my initial vlog, and hoping a lot of agents are going to see this so I can start my career off right.
Well, if you know how many people watch our podcast, you're screwed.
It's at least 50 per episode because, yeah, I've seen it on the YouTube counts. I mean,
the YouTube count's at least 50. It gets to double digits.
One of those 50 has got to be some important person, so I'm hoping that's
I think it's George Clooney, because supposedly that's Aiden's best friend is George Clooney. So
yeah, speaking of George Clooney, he was here at Comic-Con.
That was pretty good. Well, let's wrap. This is the Sunday of Comic-Con, it's the last day, and so we wanted to do a little wrap up. And I know I definitely wanted you on here because you got to more panels than I did.
Yeah, and
I have my son here. So.
I got a lot more panels than Mike did. So
he has texted me every day, and be like, well, "Tell me what's going on."
He's got more important things to deal with, as you probably already know.
Yeah, and happy being born, Connor.
Yeah, hey Connor.
He's a cute little dude. So
maybe next year you'll get to Comic-Con.
I'm thinking he's got to have some kind of outfit, like Headmaster Transformer maybe, or Dad's a Tauntaun, he's Luke. I don't know. We'll have to work on something.
Yeah, if anyone's going to think of something, it's going to be you guys. So.
Yeah, so it is Sunday. Tell me, let's go with the worst. Well, let's go with best. What was your best thing that you went to?
Probably the League. It was right in the morning. We had just gotten over the disappointment of not getting Walking Dead wristbands, which that's new this year.
Yeah,
wristbands.
They did wristbands here. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But they were 6 and 1/2 dozen other, we'll say.
Yeah, didn't get into Walking Dead, and my wife Stephanie is recording right now, and we got into the League, good seats after that disappointment, and it was just as advertised. The League is pretty much they're all comedians, and they showed a top secret episode, which everyone's going to see in a week or two anyway, but they're hilarious. There's a 10-year-old kid in the front, and Mantzoukas just rode with it.
And Jason Mantzoukas is notorious. If there's a child there, that he will ruin them for forever. And it's the parents' fault.
I blame the parents too, and that's not Jason's fault.
Like, that's really the main reason we didn't go, because we had no place to put Aiden, and he would have done horrible things to Aiden's psyche, so there's been therapy involved in that.
But that was definitely by far. Yeah, that was by far.
I love the Shield. We had a lot of fun in the Shield. The episode was great.
That we're not allowed to talk about.
We're not allowed to talk about. They gave us a little snippet of Agent Carter, which was also really
solid.
Cool. Solid. It looked really cool. And also we got a photo op with Alice Kinson from Doctor Who fame, and also ER. If people don't watch Doctor Who, you might have seen her on ER as well. But we had a lot of, it was good.
Are you sticking with S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's your favorite panel?
S.H.I.E.L.D. is my favorite panel.
Okay.
I love this new episode. I kind of glad I got to see it first. And it was good to see with a lot of people, because feeding off their vibe, it made it even better probably. It might not even be as good to those people that watch it without 500 people cheering around them.
Yep.
But I love Clark Gregg is one of my favorite actors now. He's just such a down-to-earth, funny guy. I've seen him on a lot of stuff and talking. He's very self-deprecating and stuff like that. So.
I mean, we're looking for Walking Dead screening for tonight's episode somewhere in New York, but that's going to be tougher to find.
We may get home in time for it. I'm not sure though. We'll see. I don't know.
So, least favorite panel?
Least favorite panel?
Or events?
There's stuff. I didn't go to too many panels because I had Aiden with me a lot. We went to a wand dueling thing with Aiden, and I was trying to keep him occupied for the most part. I'll say least favorite thing was the confusion of people working. You could tell a lot of people didn't know that were working here, didn't know what was going on. Like, there's no earpiece or anything to tell them what to do, where to go.
Agreed.
But and we'll talk about the wristband thing as a separate thing in a second. But it didn't help at all. Like, the way it worked, it was.
It's the first year trying that. They were saying San Diego does that, so that's what they got the idea from.
Wow.
Maybe they should have practiced it a little more with the volunteers, but they're only volunteers after all. They're not getting paid any money. But,
and some of the people, you could tell they were on that fringe of I don't want to be here anymore. This was a bad idea.
Yeah. And again, when we talk about the least favorite panel, that's had a lot to do with it. We were in Doctor Who questioning.
Yeah, this wasn't. There was a couple different Doctor Who panels. This one was some kind of
bloggers and stuff, and people that weren't really in the know about the show, but they're good fans about the show. And
But they were good bloggers. They weren't good talkers. Is that?
yeah, and the acoustics in the room were terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. But so terrible that one of the ladies outside who was dealing with the lines, we could just hear her yelling the whole time from the outside of the room because no one who was actually in line for that panel got in. Only the Comixology, the one before it.
And you piss off nerds. It's like anger in a beehive.
Yeah. We thought they were going to just burst through the doors and just take everything.
Sonic screwdriver, everything.
Yeah. That was my least favorite just because it was total package. The sound was bad. The panel was bad. No offense. But yeah.
No offense if you're watching.
If you're watching.
You're one of the 10 people watching.
If you're watching, I don't really like Doctor Who to begin with. So.
Boo!
And my nerd cred has been questioned this whole time. And it's fine. I'm proud of that.
So improvements for next year. Do you have like a?
I mean, I really think I'm a proponent of them clearing every single room. If you like two panels that are back to back in the same room, I mean, you're gonna have to pick the one you like the more.
Yeah. Choose your poison.
Yep. That's my biggest gripe is they need to clear out all the rooms. They cleared out the main stage. Mm-hmm. That's it. And that helps, but the wristband thing kind of negates that because...
Oh yeah, and I saw people had 4 wristbands.
Yes.
And they had all the wristbands, so you can technically go in every one, which, if you were a little too slow to get to one of the lines, that guy got your wristband, and he's probably not going to go to that.
And then there are people selling wristbands for like The Walking Dead for
$1,500.
Yeah.
$1,500. I think this badge needs to be utilized a lot more. Like this, they could definitely do some kind of scanning thing where this is a wristband. You have this thing that you can use with a specific barcode ID number on it. There's 100 more things you can do with it better than scanning me in and scanning me out and giving me junk email.
I'm sure they have some kind of Q&A website you can introduce.
Oh, I gave a good questionnaire last year for the survey at the end. And I'm going to do it again.
I'm not a lazy, but
I will just because
do
of
it
this
for the both of us.
I was the one who told them about, hey, the waiting in line thing is unacceptable because we were in Walking Dead's line. We were almost near the front. And to find out a half an hour earlier, they told like the 4 people in the front that it was closed, and so that's why we kept moving up because they were just walking out.
Yeah,
and we were the Walking Dead. We were so tired of being in line. We were there for like 3 hours.
There's a lot of people that weren't dressed as zombies that looked like zombies from just all the line standing and walking. But that's the nature of the Comic-Con beast.
And that kind of was the better part though with the wristband. Hey, at least I didn't have to wait in line for 3 hours. You go, it's closed. I'm like, okay. At least I don't gotta wait here. I can go find another something else to do. But. Thanks, man.
Hey.
It's helpful.
And again, on my vlog debut, I was less nervous than I thought.
He'll be doing this all the time now, at home.
Possibly.
All his Yelp reviews will be online now.
You can find it on the YouTube page if
that's
it comes
when
up.
he grows his hipster mustache, then it'll be all good. So work on that. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Hey, and stay classy, guys. Thanks for showing up. Comic-Con 2014. Bing, bang, boom.